Hi, it's Concord Wind. um, I know most of you realize that, or if you've seen my videos, you're like, okay, so this guy has told us that he's reincarnated from a demon. What hope is there left for this person? You may be wondering that. You may be asking that question. You may be like, really questioning um, me, basically, like questioning my salvation and stuff, and or maybe you're not. This is only for those who are curious, which I don't know. But anyways, this is the words that push me forward despite the fact that I'm reincarnated from a demon. God says, even if later God does not want you, you should still pursue the truth. You should still seek to walk the path of fearing God and shunning evil. So, from those words, I understand whether God wants you or not, whether you're blessed or cursed, whether you're reincarnated from a demon or you're a normal human, it doesn't matter. You should still pursue the truth. You should still practice the truth. You should still walk the path of fearing God and shunning evil, regardless. You can't let anything hold you back from practicing the truth. You can't let anything stand in between you and God. You have to have the goal of gaining God's approval, and you have to have this goal no matter what. You have to always have this goal. So, yeah. Those are the words that motivate me. There's also there's some other words that motivate me that are like similar to this, but I just want to focus on these, and we can continue reading. So let's start over and read that what I just read again, and then continue reading. Even if later God does not want you, you should still pursue the truth. You should still seek to walk the path of fearing God and shunning evil. You must reach for this height. That way, the years you spent expending yourself for God will not have been in vain. If you spend your best years thinking about finding a good job or looking for a partner, hoping to enjoy a life of the flesh while believing in God, to do both at the same time, then after a few years you may find a partner, get married, have children, and build a home and a career, but you'll have gained nothing from believing in God for all those years. You will not have gained any of the truth, your heart will feel empty, and your best years will have slipped by. So right now, what's important, is seeking the truth, practicing the truth, and one of the practices of the truth is doing your duty. So doing your duty is very important because, and it's not just like, because I know there's people who think, well, Jesus said, depart from me, you that work iniquity, and we do not get to the kingdom of heaven by works, but by faith. Well, remember, there's a verse that says, faith without works is dead. So it's not necessarily that you're doing your duty to get into heaven. It's you do your duty because you should want to. You should want to do your duty. And if you don't want to, then you don't love God enough. Because if you really loved God, you would want His will to be done on earth as it is in heaven. And so you would want to do your duty. It's something you want to do. And if you don't want to do your duty, then you need to read The Word Appears in the Flesh, Volume 2. Get to know God, get really close with Him, and learn to love Him so that you actually care about His will. That's important. And duty is something that gives your life meaning. You feel satisfied with your duty when you're proactive and just actively performing your duty. When you're active in your duty, you feel fulfilled. It gives your life a lot of meaning and purpose, and people need that. And it's God who's giving that meaning and purpose, because duty comes from God, and so that's really important. So, anyways, that's it, I guess. So, thank you so much for watching. God bless, and goodbye.